Woo! One little technical glitch later, and we are live and on the air. Dr. Steve, Mrs. Steve, coming to you from Whites Creek High School in Whites Creek, Tennessee, bringing you Music City Kings basketball. Derek Jolly, as we were just about to get underway, came over to say hi, and in my excitement, I knocked mic stand over and broke the microphone, so I had to dig out mic number 2. My backup mic called into active duty. It was a call to the bullpen, but it looks like we are up and running and everything will go smoothly. Your Music City Kings taking on Nashville TTE, Train to Eat. The Kings played Train to Eat early in the season. I think it was Train to Eat's first game as a professional organization, and the Kings took it to them. It was in the big gym, which is about 2 hallways away from where we are standing right now in the smaller gym at White Creek High. The big gym is getting a faceover. Don't know what that is. Facelift, maybe? A makeover. New flooring, new, I think, adornments to the walls, new scoreboards, everything coming up roses at White Creek for the Cobras. Nice enough to let us have the gym on this Saturday afternoon. Happy 4th of July weekend if you're watching us live, and I hope you had a good 4th if you're watching us on Memorex. Thomas Smith will jump it to start the game. He's taking on Walker. I've only got last names for TTE, so last names is what we will use. Newcomer Kalichi Anuna, number 23. He's got the LeBron Jordan number. Some big shoes to fill. We'll see if Anuna can make a splash in his Music City Kings debut. TTE, nice poke steal by Harris. Harris gets slammed into by Jaden Lockett. Lockett ends up chasing down. Nice play. Horton for TTE. Looks like the ball is going back to Music City. Anuna steps out of bounds. Let me set the rest of the lineup on the floor to start the game for Coach Matt. Anuna playing the point. He's got Beard with him. I've mentioned Smith and Lockett. Nice pick again. Solid defense by TTE and driving it to the hoop, but missing. I actually don't have a number. Oh, I do have. Sorry, Carpenter for TTE. Coach Matt encouraging his players to get back on defense, even if they feel like it's a lost cause, because, as we saw there, it was not. Carpenter missing that slam. He's got the ball again, looking to redeem himself. I think I missed saying Justin Wilborn also on the floor. In all of the chaos, I missed setting Mr. Wilborn. Too many M's in that one. I'll get my mush mouth under control as Anuna brings the ball across the timeline. Sets it up for Beard, gets it over to Lockert. Lockert again. Those stunning pink shoes. Anuna, first shot is a king, up and down, three-pointer. Nice job. Kalichi has the team lead in scoring as of right now. Ball being worked around the perimeter and underneath. There are some big men for TTE. Lockett with the rebound under the boards. Is that number 3? I don't have a number 3. Picked off again. TTE, if nothing else, has fast hands on defense. Not that we don't. Lockett over to Wilburn, who's fouled on the play. We'll take it out of bounds. Number 1, Horton, the first foul of the game. Beard takes a look back at Coach Matt. Anuna sets up on the far side in the corner as Beard plays the point on Harris. Beard, little stutter step move to his right. Gets in deep underneath. Lockett up, misses, gets batted out and picked up by Harris. Harris bringing it down. Dish out wide. Ball is up, rimmed out. Picked off by Lockett. Lockett had that one taken right out of his hands. Good defensive play by Stanberry. Couldn't connect the dots. Anuna bringing it down. Beard, baseline. Dishes over to Wilburn. Wilburn up and down. Wilburn for 3. Justin is on the board. Kings are up 8-0 early in the game. If you watched the last game we played against Minneapolis St. Paul, you will remember Stanberry puts that up in heavy traffic and lays it in. First 2 points of the day for TTE. You remember from the last game against Minneapolis St. Paul, we don't have a working scoreboard, so I'll have to check in at the breaks to see how much time is left. I can't even keep you updated. Wilburn got a dish from Smith and pinched that ball between the rim and the backboard. Stoppage and a turnover. TTE will inbounds from under the Nashville both teams are from Nashville. The Music City Kings basket. Carpenter inbounds to Stanberry, playing the point and eyeballing Kenneth Beard, eyeballing him right back. Stanberry got a pick from Big Walker. Couldn't connect on the three. Rebound by Jaden. Jaden Lockett, Kalichi Anuna, another three up and down. Anuna's got 6, and Music City Kings got 11. 11-2 and timeout, TTE. 11-2, let me check how much time is left. Anybody keep the clock? Tony, how much time is left? 7:31 remaining, quarter number 1. Dr. Steve and Mrs. Steve coming to you from Whites Creek. This stoppage in play brought to you by possibly you. I can bark out a live read. I can read your commercial. Whatever you need to advance your business and provide a solution to growth and economic prosperity. Get in touch with Big Tony Johnson through the team Facebook page. He's Tony Johnson in Nashville. We're the Music City Kings semi-pro basketball team, and we're underway. Horton inbounds the ball. Carpenter bringing it across the timeline. Walker again. Carpenter, Napper. All right, little razzle-dazzle is one too many passes as Horton drops that one out of bounds, and KB will inbound it to Anuna. Anuna with a hot hand. He's got 2 shots. He's got 2 buckets. 2 trays, in fact. 6 points for LeBron Jordan, the man with the ball. Anuna again, 3 through heavy traffic. Off the backboard. Rebound Smith and another deuce. 2, 4, 5, 10, 13 points for the Music City Kings. I'm going to have to keep track all through the game, too. Nice little touch, and I think they give him a 3 for that one. Was that a 3? That was a deuce, thank you. 2 for Walker. TTE's got 4. 13-4 in favor of the Kings. I'm guessing we're rolling down to around 6 minutes to play. Smith tried to force a pass under the basket. Lockett was there for a moment, but it got poked out of bounds. Nice play by TTE, who's doing their best to be pesky on defense. Napper brings it down. Smith knocks it out of his hands, and Anuna to Lockett. Lockett looking around to see who's going with him. Backdoor dish to Wilburn. In and out. Just almost had a 3. He wanted it. On the counterpunch, Stanberry. He and Beard been going at it all game. Stanberry puts out a forearm to free up some space. His shot goes up and down. Knocked a little bit of styrofoam from the corner of the basket. Stanberry got his own rebound. Couldn't put it back. And a rebound by Anuna. KB running the other way. Beard looks like he got tapped by Harris. Instead of indicating a number, the ref came over and whispered it into Tony Johnson's ear. I'm going to assume that foul was on Harris. Anuna to Beard all by himself. Beard shoots the 3, back of the rim and out. Harris with the rebound. Harris, the team owner and the head coach of TTE, tried to hit Walker with a long pass. Coach Matt inspiring his team to keep the pressure on, keep the pedal to the metal. Missed by Anuna, rebound by Napier, sorry. I missed an I in his name. Napier to Harris. Harris tried to spin that one in. Sometimes my rosters are at the mercy of the handwriting of whoever is writing it out for me. Q Buchanan makes his first appearance in the game as Thomas Smith has the seat. Stanberry, long three. Stanberry's been off today. Rebound Harris. It comes all the way out to the point. He gets it to Stanberry. From the slot, Stanberry up and down. George with 4 points, 6 total now for TTE. 13-6, if you're just joining us. We've got to be getting close toward the end of the first quarter. A little touch and go pass to Beard. Beard and Wilburn playing. Q, touch pass to Wilburn. Wilburn had that one smacked down by Thompson. Thompson to Stanberry to Thompson. Pump fake. Tucked the ball like a running back. Somehow got the ball back. Nashville had a lot of hands slapping at the ball, but TTE ended up with possession. Stanberry collapsed upon by Lockett and KB. Lockett, I think that was on Lockett. Stanberry got knocked to the floor. Referees a little bit stingy with saying who the fouls are on. We're going to assume it's on KB. Stanberry hits the first shot. Not KB. That's not what I meant. Lockett, I'm going to call that foul on. KB was back by the point. Okay. I am set up here. We'll see if George can hit the second of his two. Former Music City King George Stanberry. And he hits them both. TTE's got 8. Stanberry has 6 of them. 13-8. Anuna brings the ball down, throws it for L.A. Alan Rogers making his first appearance. Over to New York. East-West connection, L.A. to New York. McIntosh a little off. Charging down is Harris. Harris threw it high off the backboard, rebounded by Stevens and out of bounds. Coach Matt wanted the call to go white, and it does. Music City. McIntosh and Rogers. They've got to be playing the front court because Beard and Anuna are still in the game. Big Q Buchanan is playing center. Music City hasn't scored in a while. Stanberry, nice pass. Boy, TTE's missed a few of those as Thompson misses a layup. Beard for 3, in and out. No scoring for either team from the field in a while. Stanberry, of course, had those free throws. Errant pass behind Harris goes into the crowd, and Music City will take over on their side of the timeline. That gives us a moment to say hi to Derek Jolly as he enters the game. How much time, Tony? Last time we were here, Alan Rogers was running the clock and kept his phone where I could see it. He had the clock running on his cell phone. Tony Johnson is engaged in spirited conversation, not allowing me to see that phone. Good ball control and movement for TTE until Moore finally bangs it down. 13-10 now as TTE has found its way back. Music City missed some shots. Derek Jolly turns the tide of that one right away. Jolly in the game for about 10 seconds. Hits a three-pointer. Beard must have the assignment of making sure Stanberry doesn't score because Beard is all over him. Moore with another make for TTE. Beard taking it from Rogers. Rogers, I thought, was going to throw a pick on Moore. Moore went right around it, so we're resetting the offense. Rogers makes a move into the lane from the slot back to Q. Buchanan, oh, I thought that was in. Buchanan on the inside of the rim. Couldn't stay down. Rebound, TTE, and a foul on number 5, Jermel McIntosh, New York. Neither team's really close to the limit. That was Stevens, by the way, that New York fouled. Under the basket, nobody home. Well, that might have gotten kicked by one of the Kings. Thought it banged off of one of the TTE players. The ref says no, and Stevens steps out of bounds to inbound the ball. To Stanberry, streaking through. Stanberry got knocked out of his orbit by Q. Wow, almost throwing away the ball is TTE. Number 6 is Anderson. I said Moore inadvertently. Once again, I am at the mercy of the roster. I will change it immediately. Jolly had that that shot knocked out of the air by Stevens, flying through the frame. How could they say it's TTE's ball? Okay, they are giving that one. I hope give that to Nashville. The shot was blocked out of bounds. There's no way it could have gone off of Jolly. Oh, there's a foul. I apologize. With my headphones on, I'm forced to read lips. I wish I could tell you how much time is left. I'm told the foul's on number 3, and we have no number 3. Oh, 3 shots. Stevens fouled Jolly. Okay. I understand. 1:41 remaining as the scores table is quick to correct my complaint. Good for them. Where the heck is Jolly? He just hit 2. There he is. Okay. Trying to get Jolly's points tallied on the right column, and I got him. 1:41 remaining in quarter number 1. We thank everybody for joining us this afternoon. Q takes a seat. Thomas Smith replaces him under the basket, and Jolly is about to send up shot number 3. Wow. I remember the beginning of the year, how hard it was for Music City to make those free throws. They have really taken it to the basket since. Anderson had that one knocked out of his breadbasket by McIntosh. Somehow they say McIntosh got a little body. That looked pretty clean to me. Either way, foul number 2 on Jermel. Stanberry inbounds the ball. Kind of threw that one up. Looked like Nasser was dotting the I on the sidelines. He somehow maintained possession. McIntosh goes up high. He actually outjumped Thomas Smith for that one. McIntosh wanted it. L.A. charging to the basket, can't hit it. Stevens knocks it up in the air. It comes all the way down to Stanberry. Stanberry, instead of going to the hoop, he shot a 3. It was in and out. Foul is on, I think, 24, Nasser. Let me see if he is on the floor. I'm going to give it to Nasser. Jolly driving to the hoop, throws a wing and a prayer. Neither one landed. Farmer bringing the ball down, banged around by L.A. and Rogers commits the personal foul. First foul, I guess, on L.A. Nashville, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth foul on Nashville. They're not over the limit yet. Anderson with a nice three-pointer. He's got 7 on the night. 15 for TTE. 5, 6, 10, 15, 14. I believe TTE just took the lead. I will confirm that. KB makes sure they go back on top. 5, 10, 15, 20, 22. 5, 10. Well, my scoring is all jacked up. I've got the individual scoring as Stanberry scores from under the hoop with a nice layup. KB shooting a three-pointer from the big gym. Doesn't go in. Stanberry up back of the rim. Smith was a little late getting down for the rebound. He had to run all the way from under the opposite basket. Was able to get a hand in. Don't know who that foul was on, but I will say number 24, Nasser, is going to the line. 7, 9, 14, 17, 5, 10, 15, 20. What? Oh, that was the end of the first quarter. They are definitely not shooting off fireworks to celebrate the end of the quarters. Everybody confused. No foul on that last play. The end of the first quarter it was. Oh. but perhaps someone is shooting. Nasser makes at least one of them. We're going to say he hit both. I'm going to pause 1 second and check the score. All right. I wasn't that far off. 5, 10, 15. Actually, I have the score perfect. 22-19 in favor of the Kings. Let me run down the individual scoring really fast. Derek Jolly and Kalichi Anuna with 6 each for the Kings. 3 points for KB and Justin Wilburn, both on three-point shot. Thomas Smith and Jade Lockett with 2 apiece. For the TTE, Train to Eat, Nashville TTE, we've got Anderson with 7 points. 8 points for Stanberry, and 2 apiece for Nasser and Walker. That sets it up. TTE with possession, bringing it down is Stanberry. Stanberry with Wilburn all over him. Puts up the 3, rimmed it out twice. Rebound Anderson, up and in. Anderson fighting his way through the trees. He's now leading the TTE scoring with 9. Anuna back in the game to start quarter 2. Actually, he's also got his wingman, Justin Wilburn, with him. Coach Matt wanted that one to be out on TTE, but they're saying it was out on White. Here comes TT Anderson. Around Smith, gets it down. Oh, nice play by Stevens. I believe that was Stevens. It is. Stevens gets the hoop and the foul because of the clandestine manner that the referee is calling who the foul is on. I'm not going to keep track anymore. Stevens, wow, that one brought rain. Stevens not afraid to get some altitude on his foul shots, but very effective. Stevens completed a 3-point play. That makes it 22 all by my book. Smith gets his pass back. It was knocked down. He chased it down, got it to Rogers. Rogers around Farmer. Farmer with him all the way, fouls him. Rogers with the basket. L.A., the west part of the East-West connection, to complete his 3-point play and answer to Stevens' 3-point play. Entering the game is Walker for TTE. First bucket of the evening for Alan Rogers. Another substitution for TTE, wearing 0 on his back. I've got Bailey on my sheet. I'll double check as the player runs past in a few moments. Let's see if Rogers can hit his free throw. Off the side of the rim and rebound by TTE. Nasser got in trouble, got it over to George. Stanberry brings it up on Wilburn. Stanberry, little razzle-dazzle. He's picked up by Lockett, now double-teamed. Cross-court pass into the middle, and Walker. Walker using his elbows to get some room. Over to Bailey and out of bounds. Music City on the turnover. Coach Matt reminding the referees, a lot of elbows being thrown, and he's right. All right, Lockett to Rogers. Rogers crosses the timeline. Stanberry giving him a little bit of room. Anuna takes a look. Thomas Smith from the slot, pump fake. Got that one knocked back into his face. Somehow ended up with the ball. And he had the ball and an Anderson all over his back. Anderson wanted to make sure if Smith jumped, it was going to be with an extra 155 pounds. The basket. All right, Thomas Smith to shoot 2. Both teams a little bit sloppy with ball handling in the second quarter. Thomas Smith hits the first free throw. Music City much improved on that line. Left a lot of points on the table in their loss to Knoxville in game 1. As I say that, Smith misses the second, but it might be a lane violation on Stanberry, and it is. Stanberry, incredulous. Not sure how he got called instead of anybody else, but there you go. Anuna, 3. Oh, sails off the back of the rim, and here comes TTE. Anderson, what a pretty lay-in for Anderson. He's got 11 on the night. Some more sloppy ball handling leads to Anderson again. Behind the back pass to Lockett. Hits Smith. Smith all by himself. Opted against just slamming it home. Got it out to Wilburn, who walked with the ball. And a turnover, Music City. I don't know if you're sitting down, but the evil Zach Zorfleet, Marvel Comics supervillain, has taken a position in front of the scorer's table and is about to enter for the first time as a Music City King this season. That one sails out of bounds. The referee giving it to TTE. Coach Matt beside himself, saying he was being held. Referee not buying it. Zach Zorfleet's name, of course, is Norfleet. We're delighted to have him back. Big presence under the basket. 3-point specialist. Lockett almost hit that shot. He'll go to the line to shoot two. Let's see. We've got 26 for TTE. I think it's 26-25 TTE. That's my count anyway. I will double check that when I get a moment. In the meantime, Lockett hits his first free throw. Anuna and Smith. Zach Zorfleet. I almost said he's an arch nemesis of Daredevil, but that's a DC comic hero, not a Marvel Comics hero. Zorfleet might be so evil that he actually encompasses both the Marvel and the DC universe. All right, Stanberry gets around Smith, pulls up around the free throw line and hits. That one didn't go down easily, but it went. 10 points for Stanberry. Wilburn checking out the landscape, leaves it for Anuna. A lot of movement. Zorfleet crossing under the basket. Anuna finds Wilburn, top of the key, down low to Smith. Smith posting up, turnaround jumper, rim, in. Thomas Smith fought for that one, and it paid off. 5 points for Smith. Stanberry crosses the timeline. A lot of banging out there as the game is getting physical. Norfleet thought he had all ball. Coach Matt thought he had all ball. The ref said he got some wrist. Stanberry going to the line for what might be 3 shots. Again, the referees passing notes between themselves and Tony Johnson, the official scorekeeper. Maybe sending hand signals, maybe encoded messages. Navajo Nation, the code talkers might be helping him out. Stanberry hits both of those shots. He's got 12 now. TTE is potentially ahead by 3. Anuna up and down. That was a deuce for Anuna that time. He was close to the line, but the ref was right there. Anuna with 8. Here comes Stanberry. Around Wilburn, over Smith, off the backboard, and Coach Matt is again beside himself. I believe they called Norfleet for that one as well. I saw 2 fingers and 1 finger kind of flash. Stanberry sent to the line for the second consecutive time. 5, 10, 15, 21, 22, 27, 30. Stanberry misses the first. I've got 30 for Music City. 11, 14, 16, 26, 28. It looks like it could be 30-30. Stanberry misses both. You don't see that very often. Zorfleet showing some of his mad supervillain skills, bringing that ball down and then breaking out wide left. Smith dumps for Wilburn. Wilburn under the basket. He's getting mauled down there. Wilburn throwing his shoulders around, trying to free up some space, and he gets called for the foul. Wilburn not throwing elbows quite as blatantly as TTE was earlier. Refs might be looking for it a little more because the game is getting more physical. Stanberry dumps it back for Bailey. Bailey right down Main Street, and Bailey knocks down a 2. possibly 32-30 in favor of TTE. Lockett to Zorfleet. Zach throws up a three off back of the rim. Rebound TTE. Here comes George. Stanberry turning Smith back and forth. Long three back of the rim. That's going to go out of bounds. Turnover to Nashville. Nashville definitely has 30. 16, 32-30, I believe, as I count my tally marks. As we are deeper. 5:43 remaining in quarter number 2. Music City jumped out to a big lead early as newcomer and three-pointer Kalichia Nuna hit 2 threes early in the game that set the tone. TTE has not gone away with some pesky fast-hand defense. They forced some ill-advised passes on the part of Music City. Music City hasn't hit a few key baskets, and now the game is tight. Around the left side perimeter, Anuna brings it down and throws it up off the rim. He'll go to the line as he's fouled in the act of shooting by number 0, Bailey. Alici with 8 points, looking to increase that to double digits. He's got the first shot, bringing his total to 9. Timeout. The players trying to come up with a better way to do this tally system so that I can keep track of the score. I think it's 34-30 in favor of Nashville. Three-pointer TTE, it's in. Beautiful shot by Walker. I don't think Music City believed he had that kind of range, but he knocked it down. 34-33. Smith showing his range off the back of the rim. Lockett kind of overjumped that rebound. He was there first, but went through his hands and into the clutches of George Stanberry. Over to Bailey, long three, in and out. Thomas Smith with the rebound. Kenneth Beard is in the game. KB Smith, Norfleet. Boy, how did Smith lose that ball? All the way down. Oh, he missed the shot. Carpenter missed that shot. Anderson, my mistake. He's not Carpenter. No, Anderson is Moore. Holy cow. This game is running roughshod over me without a clock. That's a three-pointer by Jaden Lockett. He's got 6. Long shot in and out as Q Buchanan checks into the game for Thomas Smith. 2 big men. Missing on the high five, leaving the floor. How embarrassing. All right. Zorfleet looks like he's playing in the front or in the backcourt with Beard. Norfleet, Beard, up. Oh, couldn't quite drop that one. KB to the line to shoot 2. Wilburn and Norfleet. Lockett and KB. And the big Q, Derek Jolly, gets ready to check into the game. Goes over to the scorer's table. I've got 37-33 in favor of the Kings. There's probably 4.5 minutes left, maybe 4-ish. KB hits the front of the rim and can't roll it in. Didn't get that shooter's touch on that one. Not sure if we're still streaming live, as the internet also down at White Creek High School today, making this quite a challenge to bring you the broadcast today. Checking into the game is Carl Dorsey. Zach Norfleet takes a seat. Crowd filling in nicely here at the high school. Kenneth Beard misses that second shot. Everybody battling for the rebound. They're saying it is off. It's off Black. Shot apparently, or the ball bounced off Walker's hand, and Lockett is going to take advantage. Nice little scoop layup by Lockett. Jaden's got 8. Music City rolling. 39-33. Beard with a 700-foot three in and out. Rebound almost lost by Walker. He was able to chase it down. Timeout on the floor, TTE, as they'll go and regroup. 10, 14, 15, 20, 35. Oh, I only had 33. All right, 39-35 in favor of Music City. We'll check the time here. Hold on a second. Grab a drink. .349 remaining in the first half. I'm kind of hoping the score is 39-35 because that will mean my level of focus and concentration has far exceeded my expectation today. No clock, no scoreboard. About 110 degrees in here. It's 95 and humid outside, meaning it's far more comfortable than in the gym. The players are feeling it too. A lot of perspiration dripping. Referees secretive about their foul calls, who the fouls are on. And we have no internet. Otherwise, how's your day going? We will persevere. We'll fight through it because we're gritty that way. All right. TTE inbounds the ball from half court, which is roughly where they called that timeout. Carpenter with the ball. Brings it around, up and down. Buchanan with the rebound. He gets it to Jolly with Lockett leading the charge. Lockett got fouled. Foul is on apparently number 43, which doesn't exist, by the way. Maybe 34 also doesn't exist, by the way. I don't know who the foul was on. We're going to say Lockett is to the line. Lockett and Beard. Dorsey and Q. And all the way in the backcourt, Derek Jolly. Lockett having another strong game. He's got 8 points so far. Lockett up and down. Shaden hits the first. He's got 9. That brings Music City to an even 40. I'll double check that. Lockett misses the second. One-handed rebound. Thompson palmed that ball to rebound it. Looked like an NFL wide receiver. He's got some big hands. The ball is a jump ball as Q will be jumping against Walker. Q, just looking at the two men standing nose to nose, Q probably got an inch on him, maybe a little more. Two big men, though, I'll tell you what. Ball is up. Q timed his jump perfectly. Unfortunately, slapped it out of bounds. KB was the closest. Napier inbounds to Stanberry. Stanberry taking a look, getting a pick from Thompson. Music City with a switch. Thompson peeled off wide open, almost finger rolled that one in from about 2 feet behind the basket. That was a sweet shot with some long arms. He will go to the line and shoot. Thompson, no points so far this afternoon. Thompson looking to get his first tally. But still got 42-35 in favor of Music City. Thompson puts it up and hits it. 40-36. Thompson's on the board. All right, everybody tenses and gets ready for a miss. He did miss, and Buchanan skies to get that rebound. Big Q. Back to KB, who's shouting orders to his teammates. Q runs out. They tried that throw a pick and then peel off into the lane that TTE just got away with. Music City couldn't quite get away with the same play. Comes all the way down, and it appears TTE will be going to the line again. Carpenter takes his spot. I don't think Stanberry has sat down this entire game. He's going over to confer with Coach Harris. Mrs. Steve confirms Stanberry who typically plays every second of every game, has been out there the whole time. Carpenter, swish on the first. Incidentally, that's Carpenter's first point of the ball game. He's been very active on the floor, just hasn't made a bucket yet. TTE conferring with each other on what the plan is should the shot miss. If they hit the shot, everyone just kind of falls back into defense. All right. That's not Carpenter, that's Napier. All right, can't hit the second shot. KB getting some last-second instructions from Coach Matt. He is taking on Stanberry. Jolly going out to give him a target. Gets the ball to Dorsey in the middle, and Dorsey with his first points. Nice turnaround jump shot by Carl. 42 points now for Music City, 42-37. Stanberry to Napier, who I've been calling Carpenter. My apologies to he and his family. Looks like Music City, all of the players a little bit irritated about the call. I believe Lockett was called for that foul, sending Napier to the line. Lockett was not the only one who was in complete disagreement with the way the referee saw that play. But here we are, wiping some perspiration, and it is flowing like the mighty Mississippi here tonight. All right, Napier to the line to shoot two. First one doesn't get that shooter's roll. Napier's missed a couple in a row after hitting his first free throw. Not but, 20 seconds ago? 20 seconds of game time. Napier up, hits the second one. He's got 2 points for the night. New York. Jamel McIntosh checks into the game and takes Lockett's place. Lockett, with a disappointed look, takes a seat on the bench. He still does not like the way that call went on the last play. All right, Derek Jolly on the floor. KB hits the rim, frankly. Throws that one short. Stanberry tries to do a sweep around the far end, has it knocked out of bounds, so he inbounds it to Big Stevens, who throws a pick that frees up Stanberry to throw it short. Volleyball comes out to Horton. Horton, long cross-court pass to Napier, to Stevens, who's hit this shot before. That one is long. Picked up by Fisher, I believe. Walker, my mistake. Walker, who threw that one in. Walker's got 7, 42-40 in favor of Music City. Jolly dancing on that timeline, gets it to Beard, and KB with a huge three. 45-40 as Beard runs his point total to 6. Napier near side brings the ball up unencumbered. Dorsey gets an elbow to the kisser. They're calling the charge on TTE. Walker with a confused look on his face. He grimaced in disagreement. Tell you what, Dorsey, that is the very definition of taking one for the team. TTE over the limit as we're getting down to halftime. Second quarter coming to a close soon. That'll put Carl Dorsey on the line to shoot two. Dorsey currently has 2, so he's trying to double his point total for the afternoon. I'll say this, I was right in front of where that foul occurred, and I called it before the ref called it. There was an elbow right to the mush. All right, Dorsey for 2. 45-40 in favor of your Kings. Getting down to the end of the second quarter, and Dorsey can't hit the first one. He'll get another shot. Players kind of taking their time to meander to their positions for the free throws. They're hot, and they're running back and forth. They're going to be challenged to keep their legs as the game goes on. I tell you what, Walker took on a steel curtain of white jerseys. He looked like a bowling ball going into a bunch of pins. They all scattered. My mistake. Walker goes to the line. Walker shooting 2. He's got 7 on the afternoon. And just a shade of Carl Dorsey's teeth marks on his elbow. Walker misses the first one. Heat's getting to me, too, as I'm calling the game. Walker steps to the line, trying to bring his team to within 4, 45-40. Not much time left. Second quarter. Walker's got the second one. Smith to Beard. Beard out high. That is a hold. Referee saw it. Beard tried to razzle-dazzle, and that, I think, might have crossed up Horton momentarily. Horton had him tight, pinned up against the sideline and the timeline, but as Beard, with fast feet, was about to skirt around him, Horton just reached out and grabbed him around the hips. Beard to the line to shoot 2. Can't make him pay for it on the first one. Jermel Dorsey, Kenneth Beard, Thomas Smith, and Carl Dorsey out there. Did I say Dorsey twice? I meant Eric Jolly. All right, KB hits the second one. 46-41. Stanberry all alone. Jermel came around to get him, but Stanberry had enough time to line up that shot and shoot. 15 for Stanberry. 46-44 now. Beard, far side to Jolly. Top of the key gets picked up by Horton. Jolly into Horton. Horton's feet were moving. If they call anybody, it's going to be on Horton, and it is. Horton wants the charge, but he never planted his feet. Derek Jolly to the line to shoot 2. Everyone's over the limit at this point. Jolly's got 6 already, looking to run his total up to 8. 46-44 in favor of the Kings, I'm pretty sure. All right, up and down. That one hit the rim a few times, but never seemed in danger of not going in. It was leaning in the whole way. Jolly to the line to shoot his second. Gotta be under a minute left. Gotta be. I am getting affirmation from the scorer's table. Jolly hits them both. Jolly with some important points for the Kings. Either 47 or 48-44. I'll get that one confirmed too. Napier on Dorsey. Nice move. Napier really fast. Slashed his way into the lane. Couldn't hit the shot. Anderson threw that one up and around. Let's see here. 7, 9, 14, 18, 20, 30, 46. All right. 46-44. I guess I had the score wrong before unless I missed a couple of tallies. Oh, that one almost in. Walker tried to get that one. Jolly battling with himself, ends up hitting the baseline with the ball. 19, 21, 26, 36, 39, 42. 47. Sorry, 47. All right. Smith to inbound. I've got to count tallies every time down with no scoreboard. Little gaps. All right, Jolly sending it around to Beard, up to Jermel. Jermel had it for a second, then dropped it, slid out of his hands. The ball might be wet. Oh, Stanberry can't hit the 3, and I just heard Tony Johnson mentioned casually to the ref that it was halftime. And halftime it is. All right, we have to keep one continuous stream. I'm going to go reconcile my bank statement with the scorer's book. We're going to shut off the mic and keep the camera rolling. Nobody is joining me because we have no internet, but thank you for watching the replay of Music City Kings basketball. Welcome back to Nashville. I have indeed reconciled the game score. Few discrepancies among the players' scores. I just leave those be. I'm not the official score, but I will say, as we enter half number 2 here at Whites Creek High School, your Kings are winning, but the game is tight. 46-45 in favor of the Kings. TTE, much better showing this time around than when we played them earlier in the year. The Battle of Nashville rages on in this, the red, white, and blue game. Happy 4th of July to everyone who's probably already celebrated it by the time you watch this. Kings working perimeter. Beard far side has Harris all over him. Beard out to Anuna. Anuna setting his pivot foot, gets a pick by Smith, who just kind of threw Horton off of Anuna. Ball goes out of bounds, and here we are running the other way. Lockett with fast hands. Pulls that pass in as with a nice steal. Wilburn, three-pointer, front of the rim. Lockett with the rebound. Can't put the follow-through in, and it's pulled down by Walker. Walker with a nice spin all the way back to Stanberry. In and out. The ball swooshes like the Nike symbol. And we're on the counterattack. Players getting a little bit of moxie at halftime. KB puts down 2, and he'll go to the line to finish a three-point play. Running and gunning. Players cooled off a bit at halftime, and it shows. Exhaustion may be a little closer to setting in fourth quarter, but not right now. Both players dealing back and forth. Beard puts it through. 3 more for Beard brings his total to 10, and Nashville's up to 49. 49-45. Working the perimeter again. Stanberry taking a look. Napier came out to meet him, but he went underneath to Walker. The ball gets batted around. Nice defense by Music City. Anuna to inbound. Wilburn and KB go up to give him some targets, and he throws it into the right. Here comes Justin Wilburn. Pick by Smith. Wilburn runs into Stanberry. Stanberry everywhere on the floor. Solid offensive and defensive player. Anuna kept his pivot foot on the ground. Nice job. KB into Smith, posting up high on the line. Back to KB. Pump fake into the three-point range. Over to Anuna. Pump fake Stanberry off his feet. Brings it inside the line and throws in another deuce. 12 for Anuna. 51 points for the Kings. Throwing the ball around. Walker has it at the top of the key. Anuna all over him. Looked over. Everybody wanted the travel on that one, but instead, Horton throws in his first 3 points of the game. 51-48 now in favor of your Music City Kings. Horton might have gotten away with one there, given the way the Kings bench reacted to his first move. Wilburn with Harris on him. Wilburn turning him back and forth. Wilburn had a little bit of space, got himself a little too far under the basket. And the Kings maintain possession. Smacked out by TTE. Thomas Smith will inbound the ball. Smith gets it up to Wilburn right in front of our broadcast area. Wilburn out to Beard, top of the key, spin move on Harris. Cross-court pass to Lockett. Jaden trying to free up space. Good defense by Napier. Rolling the rim is Beard. Lockett got the rebound. Coach Matt jumping out of his skin wanting the foul, but none is called. Napier steps out, and we're going quickly the other direction. Boy, fancy hands by TTE and Horton. Smith with fancy hands of his own. Knocks it to Lockett. Lockett to Beard. Beard to the bottom of the net. KB red hot in the second half. 53-48 in favor of the Kings. Whole bunch of battling for that ball on the floor, and I believe it's going to go by way of TTE. Horton animated on the sideline. Fans got involved in that play. No tension, no anger. Everyone's kind of laughing it off. Stanberry had that one slide off the side of his hand, but was able to run it down, crosses the court to Napier. Napier with a nice shot. Napier with a pick from Walker is able to get some space and 3 points. 53-51 now in favor of Music City. KB brings it across the timeline, goes chest to chest with Stanberry, but dishes it over to Anuna, who puts the shot down. 14 for Anuna, 55-51 in favor of the Kings. Walker underneath to Harris. Harris battles it out to Horton. Horton almost put that one through. Walker, nice tip to himself. Able to get the rebound and the shot. 10 for Walker. 50-48 now. They close to within 2. The other guys, that other Nashville team, TTE. That one went off Walker's foot. I don't think anybody missed that one. Walker ends up on the floor and is calling to the ref for an official timeout and some perspiration observation. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Mrs. Steve shot me the look that says, you might want to go in a different direction on that one. Referees doing yeoman's work. This is what they went to ref school for. To wipe up another man's sweat. The floor gets slick, though. And it is a hot afternoon in July. Hotter than a firecracker. I see what I did there. Miss Steve gave me the other look. All right, KV inbounds the ball to Anuna. I should have checked the time while I was basking in my own radiance there. I will tell you the score is 55-53 in favor of the Kings. And KB, little razzle-dazzle at the top, trying to see what happens when we mix it up. Harris reached in, thought he might have gotten some body. Thomas Smith had the rebound. Stanberry knocked it out of his hands, and KB goes up into the land of the trees and lands with a thud. KB came down hard. Several parts of his body hit the floor hard. Guessing his tail was one of those parts, probably an elbow or a knee. There was kind of a sharp rap against the hardwood. Beard was injured earlier in the season. He was going up for a dunk, and someone undercut him, and he landed on his back. That one got him a nice ambulance ride after the game. Looks like he's okay. Horton comes over to say, my bad. Beard forgave him. The two shook hands, and we'll get back underway. That was a foul. Jermel making sure his friend is okay. Beard raises his eyebrows. They're arched now. His face says everything's good. Animation returns to the countenance of Kenneth Beard. The bearded countenance of Kenneth Beard, in fact. I wish I had beard like Kenneth Beard. My beard looks like weeds growing through asphalt. Beard's got that lush beard. Okay, I'm stalling because I'm not sure what's going on. I think they're wiping up perspiration pretty much wherever you see brown hardwood. Players are dripping. It is terrarium hot in Whites Creek. All right, Beard to the line, presumably to shoot too. He was in the act of shooting as he was driving the lane when he got taken off his feet. First shot off the back of the rim and out. 5:23 to go. They've got 56-53, says Tony Johnson. I will believe him. Rebound, Walker threw it up for Harris. The pass was a little short. Harris had to come back for the ball, but he got it. Behind the back pass to Stanberry, and Stanberry is the last guy you want heating up. That makes it 56-all. We've got a new game. McIntosh in the game. To Anuna. Anuna tried to get out to McIntosh. There's that Stanberry fella again. Stanberry can't lay it in, but gets his own rebound. Smallest man on the floor. Just made Music City pay for not blocking him out. Stanberry with another three. He missed the layup, got his own rebound, kept his momentum going toward the sideline, stopped outside the three-point arch, and nailed the shot. Stanberry passes 20 points. I've got him as having 21. More importantly, TTE has taken the lead for the first time in the game. 59-56, and Coach Matt needs to get his team settled down. TTE, in addition to hitting some critical shots, has played one part of the game very consistently, and it has been their bread and butter. That's defense. Music City unable to make simple passes because TTE is in all the passing lanes. Music City, a much larger team, a much broader team. Music City's got some beef that TTE just doesn't have, but TTE has brought the quick to Whites Creek High School. We'll see if they can sustain that level of energy for the whole game. But in the meantime, Derek Jolly takes his place on the floor. Jolly and Anuna. Thomas Smith, New York, Jamel McIntosh, and Jaden Lockett out there for the Kings. This is a very offensive-minded lineup for Coach Matt. Smith gets hacked running down Broadway. Walker is being called for the foul, number 7. They're not saying that was in the act of shooting. Walker has to take a seat, and Thompson replaces him on the floor for TTE. Anuna, Jolly, wide open three. Oh, he missed. Jolly thought he had that one, but Jaden, what a follow-up. Lockett with another deuce. He's got 11. Stanberry fighting his way out of Jolly trouble, ends up getting a return pass, three-pointer short. Lockett again. Lockett has been solid for Music City tonight. Up to Jermel. McIntosh, Jolly, three, missed. Lockett went for the rebound. That was knocked out of bounds by Thompson. Music City should retain possession, and they do. Jermel bounces literally off two TTE players into the hands of Thomas Smith, who scored. That was awesome. I believe it's 55-54. Wait, they got 60-54. Anuna, pump fake. Might have wanted to go to the basket with that one. Tried to hit Lockett, who was frankly going for the rebound in case Anuna missed. Wasn't expecting the pass. It ricocheted off a Lockett and out of bounds. We're on the other end. Napier, three, in and out. Jolly flies through and grabs that rebound. Alley-oop to Lockett. Lockett couldn't handle the pass. It was a little bit off. Harris, I think that might have been a pass, frankly. Horton, Harris, missed. Rebound Thompson, up and in. It was all black jerseys under the basket. Thompson has 3 points now. Lockett brings it up on Stanberry. Across to Smith, three-pointer. Smith might have thrown that one up off his heels. Lockett missed that one. Stanberry can't chase down his own loose ball. The referee, I believe, is going to call Smith. He is. He's calling Smith for a foul, saying Smith might have taken Stanberry's feet out from under him. My score sheet is jacked up again. I got 61-60 in favor of TTE, but I will check that at the third period break. Stanberry is standing in front of the scorer's table. I'm guessing TTE is looking to inbound. They are not. Ball is being taken to the baseline where Harris steps out of bounds, presumably to inbound the ball. A lot of conversation going on between the referee and players from both teams. More perspiration gets wiped up in the meantime. Anywhere a player is standing for more than a 2 Mississippi count is going to have a puddle under him. What score? 60-61. Okay, tied 2-4-2. 2:42 remaining in period number 3. I did have it correct, 61-60 in favor of TTE. Music City now finds themselves on the other end of the teeter-totter as the game has been going back and forth for the last few minutes. Stanberry on Jolly, two very talented players squaring off. Jolly from Music City, Stanberry, formerly of Music City, now on TTE. Trammell with the pick. Nice little cross by TTE. Harris picked up Jolly, who had to dish it to Lockett. Lockett to Anuna. Too much mustard on that pass to Jermel, who chased it down, missed the shot. Thompson had it for a second, but it, I believe, was out of bounds on McIntosh. It was. Thompson checks into the game. I'm sorry, Anderson checks into the game. Thompson's in the game for TTE. Lockett had that one for a second. Anderson had that one for a second. He ended up picking it off the floor, and a foul is being called. I think the ref said number 7. There's not a number 7 on the floor. Oh, 17. That would be Thomas Smith getting called for that one. Anuna coming out of the game. Inbound pass from Harris gets smacked out by Lockett. We'll do it all over again. Harris resetting. Into Anderson. Anderson, backdoor pass to Harris, far side, outside the arch. Drives it downtown, sends it to the middle of the floor where Jolly picks it up. He's fouled, can't put the basket down. Napier grabbed him. They're calling the intentional foul. They may. Jolly was going in for an unencumbered layup. He was grabbed around the waist just to commit the foul and not give up the easy basket. They're going to make him earn it at the free throw line. Players having a discussion about what constitutes an intentional foul. Whether you're behind the player or in front of the player is the subject of the debate. It will be intentional as Jolly is at the line all by himself. Cannot hit that critical first free throw. All right, everyone falling. Well, they won't fall into place. Jolly settling himself with one rhythm bounce. Looked over to the sideline, gave himself another couple, and we're underway. Jolly hits. Jolly feeling a little more jolly. Can't help it. Can't help it. 51-51. Okay. Music City, because of the intentional nature of the foul, will maintain possession after the free throws. So L.A., Allen Rogers, who is in the game, sends it into Jolly. Jolly, far side, has that one knocked up in the air. Lockett, Johnny on the spot to Rogers to Smith. Nice crossing play. Cutting toward the basket is Jaden Lockett. A steal. Smith is going hard on Stanberry. Misses the shot, and Lockett follows it in. Timeout, TTE. 4 straight points for Jaden Lockett, and that one was as impressive as any basket you'll see. Lockett scored. Smith stole. Came barreling in to the lane. Smith trying to protect the ball from Stanberry, had to turn his body at the last second and missed the layup, but right there was Lockett for the putback, and Music City climbs back on top 55-51. Jaden Lockett, everybody. 1:19 to go in quarter 3. I think I said 55-51. It is 65-61. In favor of your Music City Kings. Exciting. Music City Kings action. Get in touch with Tony Johnson and become a part of this thing. You can be a sponsor of our Music City Kings broadcasts. Get in touch with Tony Johnson. You can be a title sponsor. You can have ads. Work it out with him. We're flexible, and we are flying. Miss by TTE, rebound, Music City. And Derek Jolly with the ball. We're under a minute to play. Jolly lost that ball on the dribble. Right to Napier. To the miss. Thompson with the follow-up gets fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot two. Thompson, a very big man, was the third player through to rebound that ball for TTE. He tried for the slam but got bumped from behind. And he'll be sent to the line to earn his 2 points. 65-61. I beg your pardon calling that one 55-51. Under a minute to play in the third quarter, back and forth game. Music City jumped out to a lead. TTE chipped away at it. We ended first quarter just 3 points apart, 22-19. Thompson hits his free throw. He's got 4 on the afternoon. At halftime, it was closer than that. And in the third quarter, TTE actually took the lead for a while. They are trying to come back one more time. Thompson hits shot number 2, 65-63. LA got pickpocketed from behind. He had the presence of mind to get it. Now to Lockett, who fired it into McIntosh, who couldn't complete the play. Now we're on the other end. Players with a little jiggy. Oh! Carpenter handed it off to Thomas Smith. Lockett went in hard. He's enjoying the rest right now. That looked like a handoff. Kurt Warner to Eric Dickerson. I was going to say Jim Zorn, but I can't think of who Jim Zorn had as a running back. He had Steve Largent as his favorite target at wide receiver. Who was the running back for the 1978 Seattle Seahawks? Mrs. Steve giving me an entirely different look. One that is begging that I not bring her into the broadcast anymore. All right, Lockett misses the first. He's twisting his head like his neck might have been torqued slightly as he went into the wall. All right, Lockett, second shot up and down, nothing but net. Lockett runs his point total up to 15. Music City, 66-63. Wright gets that one partially blocked by Smith. LA has it. We are under a minute. I can't tell you how close we are. Music City hustling a little. They can see the clock. I cannot. McIntosh going up for the shot, throws it off that foam rubber that's hanging off the side of the backboard to protect the players. He is fouled in the act of going to the basket, so he'll go to the line to shoot two. I am almost positive I'm correct in telling you the score is 66-63. McIntosh hits the first shot. Boy, unbelievably, that's Jermel's first point of the game. McIntosh getting some good playing time. It's been a presence under the boards, as you can imagine. He now has two, 67-63. All the way down comes Horton, misses the shot. I'm sorry, that was Anderson. Missed the shot. Anderson threw it up quick as time was running out. Music City that went in, whoever just shot that. All right. I'm not ending any thought or any sentence, but I will tell you that we go into the fourth quarter with the lead. Music City, with an impressive flurry at the end of the third quarter, has jumped out to a 67-63 lead. 4-point game. 1 quarter, 10 minutes of basketball play. We're so delighted that you're watching the replay of this game. I am assured, and this is some good news coming out of the scores table area, I am assured that we will be back in the big gym for the next home game. That means grandstands. That means potential air conditioning. That means a scoreboard that functions and tells me how much time is left and what the score is, which is generally one of the main functions of a scoreboard. It's right in the name. I don't know if the internet will be working by then, but I'll tell you this, I'll be a happy camper when we have a little more room. We're also pressed against the wall here in the small gym at Whites Creek High School. Very nice facilities, though. And we've been around playing in various leagues over the years. We've been in some not so nice places and some opulent places. I put the Whites Creek High School main gym up against any place that we've ever been. This is far and away the nicest home court we've ever played on, and possibly one of the nicest home courts in the PDA. All right, the proceedings are called to order. Justin Wilburn, Carl Dorsey, Kenneth Beard, Thomas Smith, and Eric Brody for his first minutes of the game. Well, now, hold on a minute. Kalichi Anuna is out there. Kenneth Beard steps off in favor of Kalichi Anuna. TTE will begin the fourth quarter with possession. Anderson into Stanberry. Stanberry sends it around to Stevens. Ball gets knocked around a bit. Thomas Smith up the floor to Justin Wilburn. Oh, Wilburn almost dropped that shot. Hugh Buchanan getting ready to check into the game. Thomas Smith coming out as soon as we get an indication by the referee that we are allowed to make that transition. Wilburn hits the first shot. Wilburn with 4 points on the afternoon. Dorsey changes sides as Big Q takes his spot next to Stevens. Wilburn hits them both. Nice job by Dustin. He's got 5. Music City's got 69. 69-63. Wilburn picks up Stanberry crossing the timeline, gets picked by Stevens. Little razzle-dazzle on the part of the Kings. Q picked up Stanberry, who dished. Oh, everybody started peeling off for Music City. That left Anderson wide open. TTE gets to the 65 mark. Wilburn drives far side, bounce pass to Dorsey. Dorsey near baseline, up and down for Eric. He's got his first points. Music City crosses the 70 mark. 71-65 Music City. Anderson, far side, Anuna picks him up. Cross court pass to right to Stevens. Stevens had Q on him, decided not to shoot. Dorsey chasing Horton around. Horton puts it up and in for a 3. Nice touch by Horton. That might have been Anderson, not Horton. As I'm looking right with the steal, that was Anderson, not Horton. But it's a 3 nonetheless. Wow, that was picked about as clean as you'll ever see by Brody. Brody, coast to coast. He is rewarded for his efforts. Eric Brody, another deuce. 73-68 in favor of the Kings. I have given up on trying to keep track of the fouls, so I can't tell you if anyone's in foul trouble, but I'll tell you this, the game is getting more entertaining. Sandberry puts in another 2. 73-70. Dorsey finds himself on the ground, picking himself into a sitting position, and he looks like he's in some visible pain. Dorsey with his legs stretched in front of him might have rattled his left knee. The left knee is pretty heavily wrapped. He's flexing his right knee. The left knee is remaining static, like he's trying to not move that one around. Well, as I say that, he is hauled to his feet and walking under his own power, waving off everybody offering help. Coach Matt was concerned enough to go check on his fallen soldier. Dorsey says, I'm okay, let's play on. Once again, that was Anderson that scored that 3. I said Horton, I was wrong. All right, Anuna picked up nicely by Walker. 2 big men. Anuna tucks it, gets into the lane, and is fouled. Anuna to the line to shoot 2. Anuna kind of tucked that ball in like a fullback, like Darryl Johnston. I almost said Walter Payton, but he would hold the ball out like a loaf of bread when he would run. All right, Anuna to shoot two. They had to wipe off the basketball after that one. Anuna directs that ball in. That was a no-nonsense foul shot if I've ever seen one. See if he can hit it again. And he can. Anuna with two. Hits them both. And it is 75-70. Stanberry crosses the timeline. Gets around Wilburn. Oh, Wilburn recovered and picked him up. Blocked that shot, I think. Wilburn, Justin Wilburn with some nice defense. Brody gets his pocket picked by Stanberry. Wow, Stanberry, that was expert level. Music City throwing the ball around. Q pointing at himself saying, my bad. And a turnover. TTE to inbound the ball. Harris steps to the sideline to throw it in. Q is 76-72, not 75. My mistake. Justin Wilbur, he's got Brody to his left. Can't get around. They did call foul on Walker. He couldn't get around Walker, who actually made a pretty good defensive move on that ball. Walker got a hand on the ball, but he put a little too much shoulder into Eric Brody. 76-72 in favor of Music City. A nail biter. Kings to inbound the ball. Brody trying to free up some space. Anderson all over him. Coach Matt has to call a timeout before they are called for holding the ball too long out of bounds. Brody is one of the fastest, let me say quickest for sure, Music City Kings, and Anderson was all over him, meaning that there was no target to inbound. 76-72. Let me check the time. Coach Tony Johnson is talking it over with the refs. 7:14 remaining, says Mrs. Steve. She has power to just make something up, and I believe her at this point because I have no idea. All right, we're about to get underway. Music City had to call that timeout. They will inbound the ball again. Well, they didn't inbound it the first time. They will inbound the ball similar to how they were about to before. This time, Justin Wilburn steps out of bounds to send that one in from the baseline. Kings fan out. Brody again. Anderson all. Brody actually got a pick from Dorsey. What a great play by the Kings. Wilburn under the basket, hit the bottom of the rim. Smith rebound. That looked like a foul. Smith had it slapped out. I guess it was clean. Anderson has it. To Stanberry. Over the timeline. Stanberry gets a pick from Thompson. Gets it to Thompson. That little give and go that TTE is so good at. The pick and go, I should say. That goes into Stevens. Stevens can't hit the shot. Smith with the rebound. Smith over Walker and Stevens. TTE with their two big men. Three. Let me say three. Thompson's in the game as well. They've got the rebounding team in there. Anuna had Dorsey come out toward the ball. Dorsey waved back to the baseline. Anuna on Walker. One on. Whoa! He hit the shot! He hit the shot! Alici Anuna hit that one on Walker, and that was a razzle-dazzle. Stanberry on the counter punch. No rotation. Perfect swish. Stanberry on fire. 78-75 now. George threw a knuckleball into the air, and it found nothing but net. Anuna wanted to get it to Dorsey. Dorsey was covered. Brody was not. Brody baseline, can't get it through the trees. Thompson, Stanberry running and gunning. Hit Stevens on the fly, and Stevens put it down. 78-77 now. I can't read my own tallies. What a game. The Battle of Nashville rages on. Smith. Stevens in his grill. Smith looking, tries to get around Stevens. Stevens with fast feet gets some help from Walker, and one of those two committed the foul. Smith should go to the line. Surely they'll give him active shooting on that one. Well, I guess they're not. All right, Anuna steps out of bounds to inbound the ball. Gets it to Brody again. Brody with Anderson on him up high. Brody splitting the D into the lane. Ooh, Anderson, I'll tell you what, I don't know if you caught that on camera. Anderson fell backwards and chicken winged his knee. That was painful to watch. Anderson in visible discomfort. Dadgum. He kind of fell into an awkward hurdler stretch, but his leg wasn't off to the side. It was underneath him. He's up and walking, but he's going to have to ice that down. He'll feel that tomorrow. Anderson, good gritty play there. Let me reset. 78-77. Favor of the Kings. Foul was called. Brody should be at the line to shoot two. Anderson took a seat, and replacing him is Napier. Napier and Sandberry. Walker and Stevens Thompson, the three big men. Napier and Stanberry, some pressure to shoot. Stanberry always rising to the challenge. Eric Brody has really played an impressive game. He stepped off the bench for the first time in the fourth quarter, and he has been money ever since he's been out there. Brody both shots. 80-77 now. Brody takes a seat and was replaced by KB. Well, I think Smith got called for that foul. I think he said 1-7. Mrs. Steve nodding. So TTE grabs the ball at the far sideline. Walker inbounds to Napier. Napier taking a look, swings it to Thompson. Thompson move around Dorsey, over Smith, rebound Walker. Everybody battling, Beard battling, Dorsey battling, Smith battling. It goes out of bounds on TTE. Music City with the ball. Anuna steps out. He and Beard will team up to bring the ball down. The forecourt has Wilburn, Smith, and Dorsey. Jaden getting ready to check back into the game. Lockett having a big game. Wilburn back to Anuna. Anuna having a big game too. Brand new to the Music City Kings. Anuna, Beard wide open. Oh, he thought about it, pulled it back, tried it, front of the rim. Three Music City Kings battling each other. TTE walked out with the ball. Napier off Thompson's shoulder. Thompson has Dorsey all over him. Baseline over Beard. Nice play by Thompson. Thompson with 7. Brings TTE to within 1, 80-79. Probably 4-ish, 3.5 minutes left. Smith, long three, no white shirts under the basket. Rebound, George Stanberry. Stanberry brings it down on Beard. Those two have a long history. Stanberry to Stevens to Stanberry. Stanberry far side. Beard picks him up. Stanberry loses his footing. Able to get to Thompson. Three-point shot way off. Ricocheted off of Walker's shoulder and into the hands of Justin Wilburn. Wilburn slows things down. Walker picks him up high. Walker, for a big man, moves very well. Solid defensive player. Wilburn got a little hip check. Stevens. No, that was on Walker, my mistake. Stevens looked like he was upset at first, but they were calling it on, it was 5 and a 2, number 7, not number 2. All right, Harris walks up to the scorer's table more in his coaching capacity than in a player's capacity. He's making sure he got the call from the referees. Anuna steps out of bounds. He will toss it in. He's replaced now by Beard. Anuna and Wilburn up high. Anuna takes that pass in. A little bit off. Jaden overshot that one. Coach Matt wanted a walk on that. Stanberry, oh my God. I can't add anything to that. Stanberry took on all of our big guys, bounced off of them like a BB off a brick wall, still made the shot, and goes to the line to complete a three-point play. Not only that, I'm going to pile on here, that puts TTE on top. It's been a while since Music City has found themselves down, but here we are, 81-80 in favor of TTE. More perspiration on the floor. Players don't mind this. It gives them a chance to rest. It is a hot day, and this has been a physical, end-to-end kind of game. Trying to put the jinx on George. Stanberry, by my calculation, has 30 tonight. The typical hot hand for Mr. Stanberry. George fights through my stink eye. Puts TTE up by a deuce, 82-80. Kenneth Beard gets it to Jaden Lockett. Lockett up high, takes a look around. McIntosh came out for a second, then fell back. Lockett threw one up off the back of the rim, got his own rebound off of or over Walker. McIntosh baseline, took on Stevens. Coach Matt wanted a call. I think they're calling a jump ball. We are going to jump it. We'll see who the jumpers are. All right. Referee lines everybody up. It is McIntosh against Stevens. Stevens just hit it up in the air, which was the right thing to do because Thompson has those albatross arms, was easily able to out-jump Anuna. Stanberry wants the ball every time down the floor now. He's got the hot hand. Gets it to Napier into Walker. Walker is fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot two. Still 82-80. Music City down by a bucket. You see the time? Ooh, it's getting to be crunch time. Minute 48 left in a game. 82-80 TTE, 83-80 TTE. This is an important basket by Walker. If he makes this one, ostensibly it's a two-possession game. You can do a three-pointer with a foul, but that's pretty rare. Walker hits it. That was pressure. 84-80, timeout, Coach Matt. Minute 48 to play, and we got a barn burner going. Almost every seat is filled on the audience side of the gym. If you find yourself looking for something to do on a Saturday night, check out the Music City Kings schedule because home games are a heck of a lot of fun here at Whites Creek High School. The schedule changes once in a while as teams, this season at least, have been known to move around a bit, so games get reshuffled. Sometimes gymnasiums get taken away from a team. Maybe maintenance issues. There may be another group that books the gym. So keep up with the Kings on their Facebook page, Music City Kings. Semi-Pro Basketball on Facebook. All right, the timeout comes to a close, and we are in the home stretch. Music City needs some offense and needs some stops. 84-80 in favor of the Nashville TTE Train to Eat. The Music City Kings looking to sweep the season series. They beat TTE early. Beard with Stanberry on him. Held it out, pulled it back, finger rolled a little bit short, and he'll go to the line and shoot two. Both teams over the limit here in the fourth quarter. KD with 12 on the night. These are clutch free throws. Music City been doing well at the line. We'll see if Beard can continue that momentum. Beard hits. A lot of pressure on these free throws. KB rises to the challenge. Beard hits them both. KB coming through when he needed to. 84-82. Napier bringing the ball up for TTE. He's got Stanberry to his right and the three big men under the basket. Stevens, Walker, and Thompson. Napier looking for a pick. Anuna's got him. Pulls up for three and puts the ball over the backboard. We needed that turnover. Napier off the rim, sent to the top of the board, and out of bounds. KB in New York bringing the ball. Long pass in, Jaden. Jade can't hit the three. Rebound Stevens, goes to Napier. Napier throws it behind Stevens, who comes back and grabs the loose ball. Now to Stanberry. Got Jaden on him. Picks Stevens. Stanberry looking for room. Thomas Smith is on him. Stanberry running around. Finally gets it over to Thompson. Thompson, Coach Matt wanted the travel. Thompson hanging and banging, pulling that ball back, pushing that ball out, pulling that ball back. I believe they're calling a foul on Nashville. I am wrong. Timeout TTE. Coach Harris calls a timeout for Train to Eat. Well, the referee just yelled timeout White, so Coach Matt may have called that timeout, not Coach Harris. Either way, we are in timeout. I have to know how much time is left. 54 seconds remain. 54 tenths seconds. 84-82 in favor of TTE. Music City will be inbounding the ball. No, my bad. TTE inbounding the ball. All right, it goes to guess who? Stanberry. I think that's a three. Stanberry, not 1 minute after I say the three-point with a foul is a rarity. I think Stanberry might be pulling it off here. I didn't see an indication on whether he was outside of the arch, but he does hit the shot. Well, that last point is a critical one, so I will clear that up. Beard misses a three, TTE with a rebound. This might actually put it out of reach. It's either 87 or 88-82. Thompson puts it home. Given that we're at about 30 seconds to play, it's going to be too much with not enough time. Stanberry steals it from Beard, takes another three. And if that wasn't it before, it certainly is now. 93-82, possibly 92-82, but McIntosh misses the layup. Smith with the rebound, and we'll just bring this in until Tony Johnson says that's the end of the game, and that is the end of the game. TTE with one of the more impressive fourth quarters I have ever seen. Pulls even, pulls ahead, and then pulls away as Coach Harris's boys gain revenge on Music City. They avenge their earlier loss. Music City led for most of the first half, and it was a dogfight in the second half. TTE coming out on top. I'll get the final score for you here. Well, it went blank. I'm going to assume Stanberry hit the 3 on that one and call it 93-82. Either way, it's a double-digit victory for TTE as they just hammered us the last minute and a half of this game. Until we meet again, until we come face to phone and bring you another exciting Music City Kings basketball game, this is Dr. Steve for Mrs. Steve saying have a happy 4th, everybody, or I hope you had a happy 4th. And as always, as they say in the South, be safe. Talk to you soon.